Ever since I was a child, I have been told that performing good deeds shall earn us a place in heaven. Day after day, my village is attacked by cursed creatures. Everyone is killed one by one, regardless of gender or class. I live in fear, knowing that any day could be my last. But despite our peril, the knights do not answer our calls for help. Is this God's plan? If so, it just seemed too cruel. So, I prayed to God for the power to save my village. Oh, Heavenly Father, bless me with the gift to perform the greatest act of kindness, so that I may enter heaven at my final hour. It was as if my prayer had made its way to heaven, and God Himself answered. I was awakened to a magical power that surpasses those of the cursed creatures. The power of a witch. I picked up a lance lying on the ground and desperately fought off the creatures as they came for me. Their dreadful fangs and sharp claws terrified me to death, but I did not lose hope. I remained steadfast, though I nearly succumbed to the wounds they inflicted on me. I somehow managed to drive them away. But... a witch! There's a witch over there! Monster! Don't come any closer! I saved the villagers from the creatures, only for them to reward me with a rain of stones. In the villagers' eyes, a witch like myself is no different than a cursed creature. They glare at me with eyes filled with fear and scorn, hurling abuses as loudly as they can. But I did not mind. I was just happy they were still alive. I am sure they are just frightened. Having lost so much, they merely do not know what to do with their sadness and anger. If casting your pain onto me offers you even the smallest amount of deliverance, I shall gladly welcome it all. But before I could tell them that, the rumble of hooves resounds throughout the village. It was a band of knights from the Church of Longinus. They had come to capture the witch. How in the world did they learn about what happened here? We sought their protection countless times before, but never once did they appear in our village. So why now? I was bound on top of the scaffold. As the knights raised their torches, I spoke to them. Honorable knights, where have you been until now? The one who gave me their answer was their commander. We were nearby, waiting for the village to be decimated, or for a witch to rise and protect it. If the village fell, what remained would be offered to the church's alms. But if a witch appeared, we were to capture it after all the creatures were killed off. Oblivious to this scheme, the villagers were all calling for justice to be executed on the witch bound before them. I recognize many faces amongst those who congregate near the banner of the church. Why do their eyes fill with hatred when they look at me? What in the world did I fight for? The flames start to rise from my feet. I gasp for air, my voice trembling as I call out God's name. Oh, Heavenly Father, was I wrong? Will my lapse in judgment deprive me of my place in heaven? My vision is stolen by black smoke, and my feet slowly start to burn from the heat. As the shouting of the villagers melted with the crackling of the fire, a voice whispered into my ear. You risked your life to save them, and this is how they reward you? Look at these pathetic heathens. Hell is where they belong. Give in to your anger. Carry out God's punishment, and smite them all. You have that authority, that power. The voice boasted as if it were God himself, but I resisted it with every ounce of strength left in me. That is not God's will. I know he blessed me with this power to use it for good. I will never, ever use it to harm anyone. Not a single soul. I repeat those words like a prayer to sway myself from giving in to the voice's temptation, even hoping that the fire consumes me before that happens. In that exact moment, I saw a person's silhouette flickering from beyond the flames. "Oh, Heavenly Father!" As I murmured deliriously, that person responded with his powerful voice. "I'm here to save you." Where am I? Is this heaven? No. It was the inside of a mansion I had never seen before. Come to think of it, I should have been burned to death. My mind was in disarray, but a servant explained to me what happened. Right as the flames were about to consume me, I was rescued by the master of this mansion, the Duke of Fran. My memory returns. Ah! He rescued me. Oh, Heavenly Father, does this mean you still have plans in store for me? He does not give me an answer, but I have never been more full of conviction than now. Yes, I have been blessed with more time so that I may continue to help those who are in need. One day, His Grace asked me a question. Have you ever despised your village or the church for what they did to you? Not at all. I carry no hate for my village or the church. The only concerns I have are the tragedies plaguing our world and the lives of those I must save. If I am alone, I know there will be a limit to what I can do with the little power I possess. But if your Grace and I were to join together, I believe that this is all part of God's plan. Being able to meet you and being able to walk alongside you. From this day forward, I may stumble, but I will not fall. I shall not become weary in doing good for the people of the world, or for you. So that one day, when I reunite with Grandma in heaven, I can boast about everything I have done to make the world a better place.